We're gonna work out today using the Apple Watch. It's gonna be set to cross training, and we'll show you how many calories I burn in the workout, how many, what my heart rate is gonna be. So in our previous video, we said that the watch is pretty accurate when it comes to getting your heart rate, but not so much when it gets to estimating calories. So we'll see. Hindi umabot ng 600 calories in 4 minutes.
Sira yan.
Shit, panis kay Jim Saret. Pasensya na, nanginginig yung camera kasi 500 active calories, 585 total, 142 BPM. Later, once my heart rate goes down a bit to about maybe 115 or lower, I'll stop it para makita natin yung average heart rate. Kasi yun yung medyo accurate eh. During the workout, I was going as high as 178 beats per minute. So that was, I think, the highest. But let's see. Okay, why not? And so there you see. I can see. Go. In 49 minutes, including the warm-ups, 507 cal active, and then 591 cals in total. Average heart rate was 148 BPM, which you will never get in a bodybuilding workout. My range was 71 when we started the warm-up, and then at the top, like I said, 179. Whew. There you are. Whisper. What's up, titos and titas? It's Jared and Coin here. You're watching TitoFit, and in this channel we talk about health, we talk about fitness, we talk about wellness and living your best life as a tito or a tita. Alright, so if you don't know what a tito and a tita is, that is uncle in Filipino. Alright, uncle or aunt. In a recent video we had, well, not so recent, we talked about how accurate smart trackers are, smart watches, that kind of thing. And so basically, we found out a couple of things that you can check out here. So we're gonna link to that video there. If you want to find out what we found with that, what we found out about smartwatches and the like, notably an Apple Watch, you can check that video out. So if you haven't yet, now is also a good time to subscribe and click that like button if you're into content like this. Now, so today we're gonna talk about the things I like and things I don't like about the Apple Watch as a user. So as a user, and I am a fitness trainer, I'm a fitness coach. I've been in the fitness industry for the last 16 years now. I do handle a lot of clients, and I do, ask them to do certain things like tracking their food intake, things like that, trying to when they're trying to lose weight or lose fat or recompose their body, so things like that. So definitely using an Apple Watch helps me to track certain things. Now, as you know, there is that saying that what gets tracked gets measured, and what gets measured gets improved. So today I worked out with it, and you saw earlier in the intro that how many calories was burned and the heart rate. We know that certain things it's more accurate than in other things. Now, the number one thing that I really hate about the Apple Watch is the activity rings. So there's 3 rings, right? First ring stands for your movement ring, tells you how many calories you've burned throughout the day from moving. The second ring is your exercise ring, so it measures how many the amount of time that you have been working out for that day. And then the third one is the stand meter, measures how long you have been standing for the day in hours. So basically, there's a certain number of minutes you have to complete per hour to be considered that hour that you were moving. So one of the things I hate has to do with the exercise ring. Now, normally you have to choose a specific type of exercise for that exercise to move. So it's an app on your watch that tracks your exercise. Could be high intensity interval training, cross training, strength training, even walking, things like that. So I hate that ring kind of moves even when you're not working out sometimes. Like most notably when I'm in the shower, I notice that when I get out of the shower, my exercise ring has moved about a couple of minutes. So I might have showered for 15 minutes and it thinks that I'm exercising. I don't understand why. I don't do weird stuff in the shower, okay? Just
Increased heart rate.
I'm thinking this is the movement. So washing your hair, washing your body. I don't do that really vigorously to increase my heart rate enough to get into a aerobic fat burning zone or the like of that. So that's kind of annoying to me. The second thing I hate has to do with the step counter. So the Apple Watch tracks the number of steps you have in a day. And for some reason, it also tracks the flights of stairs, how many flights of stairs you come up on. And again, this has to do with the shower. When I come out of the shower, the step counter is not coincide So like there are times when I shower at midnight, so the watch resets at midnight to count for each day. What happens is if I shower at midnight, everything is supposed to be at 0, right? When I come out of the shower, it's gonna say that, of course, you're moving around in the shower a little bit. It's gonna show that I maybe took like, usually it's less than 100 steps. Less than 100 steps inside the shower. But then it's gonna show that I went up 10 flights of stairs. How does that work? How can you go up 10 flights of stairs in less than 100 steps, right? I'm in the shower. My shower is very small. I live in a condo and not enough room for me to go up and down a flight of stairs inside the shower. Okay, I don't do step-ups while I'm in the shower, so that doesn't really work. That's the second thing I hate. The third thing I hate has to do with the heart rate monitor. So sometimes it takes a while for the watch to check your heart rate. Now, in the previous video, we did mention that it is these devices, smartwatches, activity monitors, this is one of the things that they're fairly accurate at measuring your heart rate. They're fairly accurate at that. One of the things I don't like is that when I start my workout, so it's gonna go 3, 2, 1, sometimes it takes more than a full minute for the watch to actually monitor my heart rate or for a heart rate reading to come out. It takes a while, sometimes more than a minute, and then every now and then, of course, when I do high intensity interval training or CrossFit, I look at my watch just to check my heart rate. How am I doing? Am I breathing too? Is my heart being pushed a little bit to the max? And sometimes it just stops tracking your heart rate, and that's annoying because, of course, what happens is you can check your breathing, of course, but then the reason why you wear these things is so that you can find out. So that's a little bit annoying to me. And then last, this is like just a gripe I have with Apple for still not including heart rate variability or HRV. Not that small crossover with a Honda badge, but heart rate variability. So that's my gripe. Now, some better brands are now including heart rate variability in the metrics that they track for the Apple Watch. And I don't know, maybe I'm just using a slightly older model. I'm wearing a Series 4, and I don't know, does the Series 6 track heart rate variability? From what I know, it doesn't yet. But let me know in the comment section for those of you who wear devices that track heart rate variability. Like I know that the Whoop tracks heart rate variability, the Oura Ring tracks heart rate variability. Let me know, guys, if your device tracks heart rate variability. So that's a metric I'm very curious about. I'm very interested in it. So supposedly, if your heart rate variability is increasing, that's a good metric to see if your health is getting better. Your heart health, definitely. Those are the things I hate about the Apple Watch. Let's move on to the things I like. Number 1, no matter how inaccurate it is, it still gives me a good idea of how lazy or how active I was during the day. So, that's still a good thing. When we don't wear these smart trackers, you can forget, especially like if you're looking back a couple of days ago, you kind of like think, was I just lying down in bed all day? Or was I sitting down too much? Things like that. Or maybe I wasn't standing up enough. Lets me know if I was active that day, did I work out that day. It syncs with the iPhone. So if you are a fan of the Apple ecosystem, sync seamlessly with your iPhone, and that's always a good thing, right? Tenet. Number 2, one thing I like, again, is that it lets me know how hard a workout was. Like you said earlier, it does measure heart rate pretty much accurately, and what I like about that is normally when your heart rate is higher within a workout, given how much time there was in a workout, you'll know how intense your workout was. So I have then concluded that bodybuilding workouts compared with CrossFit or high intensity interval training or even cross training, some people like it, there's a big difference. With bodybuilding workouts, I don't burn as much calories. In the CrossFit workouts, being that you do some lifting and then you also do a Metcon after, like I burn a lot of calories in such a short amount of time. Earlier, right, we did 500 something calories in less than 45 minutes. Usually it'll take me about 1 hour to get that in a bodybuilding workout. Not that big of a difference, but then I noticed that my heart rate is still somewhat elevated a little bit longer when I finish a CrossFit workout as compared with a bodybuilding workout. When I do a workout for aesthetics, my heart rate goes down quickly after the workout, whereas when I do a workout with CrossFit, combining a lot of lifting, a lot of gymnastics, and some cardio, some endurance, heart rate just stays jacked up for like the next 30 minutes, and I end up burning a lot more calories during that day. And as you know, training like that eventually does burn more fat in the long run. So there you have it. My movement ring is already full. Okay. Number 3 thing I like about this one, the Apple Watch, is that it gives me a good idea of how flexible I can be with my calories when it comes to refeeds, when it comes to maybe being a bit more generous with myself when it comes to my carbohydrate intake. For you flexible dieters out there, I think it's a very good tool to add to what you already have, like if you have your scale and things like that. There are certain times that you feel like if you're going a little low on carbs, you feel like the net effect of that. But if you have a tracker, you can go back to that information like a couple of weeks ago. If you're tracking your food the previous week and then you felt like you were kind of weak, you can go back to your carb intake for that week and see that, okay, as my carb intake might have been too low, so maybe I should up it by a bit. Maybe I should add like 20 to 30 grams to my daily carbohydrate intake to make up for that weakness, and maybe it'll help. Another thing is if you're not getting lean enough, or if you're not losing enough weight or fat on a weekly basis, you may want to look back on how active you were the previous weeks. So that's one of the things I like. For me, given that it is available, it is affordable, it's currently an indispensable tool in my opinion. Let me know in the comments down below if those of you who wear smartwatches agree with me, if you think that it's a great help to you, or maybe if you don't agree, if you feel like it's just an unnecessary expense on your part. Let us know in the comments below. If you want us to check out some other gear that helps with fitness, so I'm only reviewing the Apple Watch in the context of fitness. I'm not going to review the Apple Watch in the context of other tech stuff. There are like legitimate tech channels out there that do that kind of thing, and this is not the channel for that. This always has to do with what it does in relation to fitness. So if you like that video, let us know. Please give this video a like, make it blue, and thank you.